Hey comic book fans, welcome back to the Comic Fix for another edition of Huge Comic Book News. Now I wish I was one of those people that had those great editing software, so when I did this for Huge Comic Book News, it would actually say Huge Comic Book News. But no, I don't have that, so I have to do it all in one take. So let's get started with Huge Comic Book News. And what do I have today? I went on CBR today and just started looking up, seeing some news, and seeing if there's anything worth talking about. And there was, folks. And that is that Kyle Higgins, the writer of Nightwing, is going into a new direction with his series, starting with issue number 17 that came out this week. So if you haven't picked it up, and if you're new and want to start out reading Nightwing, start with issue number 17. So, what does Kyle Higgins want to do with this series? Well, he wants to take Nightwing out of Gotham City. Now, after the events of Death of the Family, the Joker had a little time to talk to Nightwing. And what he has said has changed Nightwing. And I'm just so interested to see, what did Joker say to Nightwing to make him want to move out of Gotham, out of the limelight that is Batman? It's so freaking awesome to find out this, because I remember that from issue number 13 to 14, Kyle Higgins went off the series. And he had a substitute writer come in, and during that time on his Twitter account, he says, I am having new plots coming in, I'm getting them all jotted down, and there's new stories that are going to be coming, a new direction for Nightwing. And with that, we get Nightwing leaving Gotham and going to, get this, Chicago. Now, what is so special about Chicago? Well, in the DC universe, Chicago is a place where there's no masks, no superheroes. There were once superheroes there, but they disappeared. And no one's gone over to Chicago. Nightwing sees this as a mystery. He's going to figure out what that is. And so that's the whole premise of Nightwing now, starting with issue number 17. So if you want to get into Nightwing, perfect time to jump in is this week with issue number 17. And also with this new direction with Nightwing, we also have a new artist. Right now, with issue number 17 to 18, we got Juan Jose Wright. He did a pretty freaking awesome job with his first issue of Nightwing. I would be A-okay if this was the main artist. But no, we have Brett Booth from Teen Titans is going to be on the series. I'm a little iffy about this because I really didn't like his artwork in Teen Titans, and I didn't really like Teen Titans at all in the New 52. So I'm a little iffy about the artwork, but as Kyle Higgins stated, is that Brett Booth and him were kind of working at the beginning with the whole new direction for Nightwing, his new design, which his new design was just basically turning the blue to red. But I'm so interested to see where this new take is going to go for Nightwing. Is Nightwing going to be able to hold his own in a new city where he doesn't have Batman to watch him everywhere he goes? Well, we're going to figure that out. Start with issue number 17, going to God knows when. I'm interested to see where this is going to go, because in the New 52, we all wanted new stories, and this, folks, is where new stories are born. So, that's it for this today on Huge Comic Book News. Catch me every single time. Whenever I find out some news I want to talk about, you'll find it here on the Comic Fix. So if you have not subscribed, subscribe at top. Comment below. Do you like this new direction? Do you think that Nightwing can hold his own in the comics with him being in his own city? Do you think he can hold his own? Comment below and let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next edition of the Comic Fix.